Flynn took a trip to future London, saw something she wasn't supposed to. Now people from there are trying to kill us.
Please welcome Chloe Grace Moretz. Good to see you, Chloe. Good to see you too.
Thank you so much for joining us, Chloe. I mean, as we've just seen there, this is an epic series.
Yeah.
You play the character Flynn. So what else can you tell us about the series?
It's a really exciting show. It's basically centers around a young woman named Flynn Fisher. She and her brother basically do sim jockeying, which is virtual reality simulation games that they play for rich folks, basically to level them up. And one day they beta test a new headset, and they think this headset basically is about a simulation game in future London. And they start to realize that they're actually operating a robot body in future London, and they're kind of being used as a pawn in some sort of government play.
So is she kind of leading like a double life, or...?
She kind of starts to lead a double life when she realizes that she is actually operating a real body in this future. There is an element where she kind of loses herself to her surroundings, and it changes what she's feeling in her real life.
My goodness. You explained that very brilliantly, I have to say. Now, it's sci-fi, Stephen, but like every good programme, there's family at the heart of it, isn't there, Chloe?
Yeah, that's the thing, that I'm a really big sci-fi fan, but this show in particular really drew me in from the jump by the fact that it really centers around Flynn Fisher and Burton Fisher, who are brother and sister. And no matter how deep we get into this kind of sci-fi sphere, we always boomerang back home to Clanton, North Carolina, and you know that you can trust them, and you know that you can kind of champion behind them.
Yeah.
So it's the first time we've seen you kind of as the leading role on TV. What is it about this particular series and the character Flynn that like grabbed you and was like, this is the one?
Well, when you think of the source material, which is a book by William Gibson, William Gibson is a really heavy hitter in sci-fi.
This is the man we were talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
Embarrassingly, I didn't know who that was. But now I'm like,
okay.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, he's like one of the godfathers of sci-fi.
Yeah.
And then when you think of Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan, who are also part of the creators of this story, they created Westworld before this, and Jonathan Nolan has written a plethora of amazing films. But they are three really heavy hitters in sci-fi, and it felt like the perfect adaptation to take to TV to create, 8 hours of content.
Do you know what I just realised, sitting beside you, we could actually be in a movie. Look at this. Look at
this.
in black. Look.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
In season 2.
I'm being serious.
You could be from the future.
You know?
You're right.
Could you introduce me to anybody? I'd like to do a movie.
Yeah, I'm going to call Amazon Prime, and I'm going to say,
Guys,
He's got the power.
Never
I got
misses an
the man.
opportunity.
And look, you already got the magic up your sleeve.
Do you know what I mean?
Come on.
We did some tricks backstage.
I know. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Hey, you're in.
Sorry, guys, I'm off to Hollywood.
He's hired.
He
I'm
tricked
off
me.
to Hollywood.
He tricked me as well, Chloe. He got me as well. Very smart, Stephen. Very smart.
It's a good trick.
What I do want to ask you as
Yes.
well, though, some rumours floating around.
Yeah, well, quite heavy.
Whether you say it's floating around the multiverse or whatever, but
my
we're
God.
talking, Marvel Studios. There's some rumours that you could potentially be joining
Had
them.
some meetings.
But
Yeah.
if you were to join them, I'm not saying you are, because we know what they're like, the Marvel lot. They don't mess about. Would you want to be a goodie or a baddie?
This was also a long time ago. We just had like a general meeting with everybody over there.
Hey, I'll take
they're a great group of people. But I would definitely say I'd like to be a villain. I think if I were to jump into it, I kind of, want to get into the baddie role. Why not?
See you and Thanos doing some damage. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, take it home.
Speaking of baddies, Halloween, of course, approaching very quickly.
Yes.
We hear you're a big fan.
Understatement.
What's
Huge
the
fan.
plan in your house? Come on, tell us all.
This year, we are going to be doing a 1970s and 1980s horror flick theme. So we're going to deck it out. Some people are going to be Chucky. Some people might be Carrie.
Who are you?
Wow.
Well, I was thinking of doing kind of like Monster from the Blue Lagoon, Loch Ness Monster-y kind of thing.
Quite tricky to carry a drink.
Oh, yeah, no, but the webbed fingers. You
the
kidding
webbed
me?
fingers?
I'm going to be able, I'm thinking webbed fingers.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like I'm caught in like a fisher's net.
Yes.
Fisherman's net,
She's always worried
Some
about getting
kelp
to the bar.
hanging
this
off
one.
me.
Oh, yeah. Always, how can I get to the bar?
How can I hold more drinks?
But in the webs, I mean, you could...
You see what I'm saying?
I mean, it's excellent.
Some gills.
I like
Get
it.
one of those joke
pocket
hats
gill?
that you put a glass in it.
Yeah, there you go.
Very 80s.
Yeah, yeah.
So creative, everyone. I like like it.
Yeah, these are all good ideas.
Chloe, thank you very much. It's been an
thank
absolute
you, guys.
pleasure. The Peripheral is available to watch on Prime Video on Friday.
Now, in a moment, we'll be heading to the Hammersmith Apollo in London, where Lauren is getting ready for the Mercury Prize to be handed out this evening. But first, we sent Harry Judd to rehearsals to find out how the 12 nominees got to where they are today.
The stage is being set for one of the biggest nights in the musical calendar, the Mercury Prize.
12 British and Irish musicians have produced the Mercury Prize Albums of the Year. And tonight, one of them will be walking away with the prestigious overall winner's trophy.
One face you might recognise on this year's shortlist is Harry Styles. His rise to global superstardom came off the back of his audition on The X Factor. And another talent show helped launch the career of Jessie Buckley.
In a world where love is lost and loner.
She's gone on to conquer Hollywood and makes this year's Mercury shortlist for her album with former Suede guitarist Bernard Butler.
To find love.
As for pop star self-esteem, she spent 11 years in indie band Slow Club before reinventing herself as a solo artist.
Yes, yes. And it's Rebecca from Self Esteem.
Been working a lot on like not needing validation from other things.